All right, looking like we rolling. Darkness. Like everything, darkness is nuanced, right? It's neither it's neither good nor bad. Um, it can be beautiful and scary. Um, just like light, darkness is in all of us, you know, and it can be expressed in so many different ways. Um, and not only are we all capable of darkness, we're all gonna find ourselves in dark times. You know, on this path of life, on this journey, it is a series of trials and tribulations. I say that all the time. So eventually, everybody's gonna find themselves in that deep, dark pit, emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually, that you have to put in the work to get out of, you know, or let it beat you and take you out of the game. The album I'm going to talk about today was literally described by the artist that made it as being in a dark tunnel and working your way out into the light, which is a message that I can relate to no matter how much I like the music of it, because I really like the music of it. It's that message overall, but where I am in my life right now and all the things I've been dealing with. You know, it's very relatable. I don't know what else to say. To me personally, the words and lyrics he uses might not be relatable on a specific sense, but in the meaning behind the songs, and maybe some of the specifics on a small scale, on a micro scale, in a way that he maybe didn't mean them. And just in a sense of where I am right now and what I deal with right now in my own head. That journey from dark, pitch black, into light. It's a beautiful story. It's a beautiful feeling when you step out into that light. And so, welcome to Peace Reviews, where today I drone on about TDE and also singing along. This is episode 4, and the album I'm reviewing today is Heavy by Sir. Now, I said I was going to drone on about TDE. Sir is a TDE artist. He is one of their male R&B artists. And I'm going to, in my drone on about TDE, what I am going to do is, before I start talking about Sir and Heavy, I'm going to talk about TDE. Because the thing about TDE for me is, like, the TDE, first off, let me start like this. TDE is a label based out of California. They're a West Coast label with artists, major hitters under their belt. They have Kendrick. They used to have Kendrick Lamar under their belt. He's still affiliated. They have SZA under their belt. You know what I'm saying? They have Schoolboy Q under their belt. So they know what they're doing over there. They're currently the label that holds Doechii. Now, when I was in high school, I graduated 2014, so between 2010 and 2014, around 2012, 2013, so like my sophomore year, I found Black Hippy. 2011, 2012, I found Black Hippy, and Black Hippy is a collective. It's Kendrick Lamar, J Rock, Schoolboy Q, and Ab-Soul. And from then, from my introduction to Kendrick Lamar, J Rock, Ab-Soul, Schoolboy Q, Black Hippy, TDE, when it comes to music I listen to on repeat, all the way back from 2011, 2012, we're in 2025. TDE is responsible for a chunk of the music that I listen to on repeat. I love or can listen to all of their artists, all of them. On repeat, you know. I like Isaiah Rashad a lot. I like SZA a lot. I like Sir a lot. I like their music a lot. They are probably one of the only labels, if not the only label, to put their artists through essentially what is the boot camp, so that they are not only the best musicians they can be, but as ready for the spotlight as they can be. And I admire that, you know what I'm saying, of the collective of people they have over there, the collective of personalities, and what I believe those personalities to be, and through their music and what I've seen of them in a public space. Yeah, it might be produced. This might not be them in real life, but for the personalities they have over there, right? To have all of them reach the heights that they reach, behave the way they behave, while coming from the backgrounds they come from and thinking the way they think. That's a testament not only to those artists, because I want to highlight those artists first. You know what I'm saying? That is a testament to Kendrick Lamar, Schoolboy Q, Sir, Isaiah Rashad, SZA. But it's also a testament to TDE. I don't think there are too many labels that could have handled so many legendary artists at the same time as well. Because if you ask me, if rap had a Hall of Fame, all of Black Hippy is going on there. If R&B had a Hall of Fame, SZA's going on there. And Sir should be on there, although, you know, that will be up to debate with the people who really love music and really be in this shit for real. And I love R&B, but I'm not super deep in the world of R&B. But I love TDE artists. I love Sir's music. And it with this album Heavy, and with TDE in general, right? One thing I love about them is that when they drop, I now have to decide if this new album is my favorite from that artist. That happens not every single time they drop, but a lot of the time when they drop their latest album, whoever it is on the label, I now have to think, is this my new favorite album? I've done that with Kendrick Lamar on GNX. I did that. I didn't do that with SZA and SOS. I like Control too much. But from S to Control, because I liked S a lot. From Schoolboy Q's whole catalog, I don't even know what's my favorite Schoolboy Q tape. I don't. Ab-Soul's catalog, and for a few of them, like with Kendrick Lamar, like with Ab-Soul at least. Maybe everyone else, I have to sit down and think about it. But I know for Kendrick Lamar and Ab-Soul, right? The two tapes that I would consider my favorite from them two could just virtually be based off nostalgia and where I was at in my life when I found them, and not based off subjective musicality and rapping ability and theme of project. You know, I love Control System by Ab-Soul. Control System is my favorite Ab-Soul project. Is it the best one? I mean, I would say yes, but I might be biased because of nostalgia and what that project represents. That project is a project I can relate to. That project is a project where if you want to understand how Malik thinks in his head, you listen to Control System. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing I like about TDE artists. To me, they're all relatable. If you want to understand how I think in my head, listen to Kendrick Lamar's virtually his whole discography. If you want to know how I think in my head, listen to Control System, Ab-Soul. When I get ignorant in my head and I want to be a fucking tough guy and I want to be a fucking goon and I want to be a fucking gangster, I feel like Schoolboy Q and J-Rock. When I want to be a vibe, when I want to, you know what I'm saying, when I get in my little southern bag because I'm a southern Georgia boy, I feel like Isaiah Rashad. And I want to get all creative and shit and funky and shit, I feel like Isaiah Rashad. And then when I feel like I'm in my R&B smooth, with Sir, it's not so much of love, right? His R&B. I mean, it is, but it's more so the humanness. When I feel the most like a human, that's when I listen to Sir the most. And that's the good and the bad. When I'm circle back to Heavy, whether I'm in the dark tunnel or whether I'm out in the light, Sir has music I can play to sit down and feel that and be in that moment of humanness. And so Kendrick Lamar might be my favorite artist on TDE. But that's hard to say because I think Ab-Soul is the best rapper on TDE. And Sir is who I listen to probably the most in the past 3 years. I listen to Sir, if not as much, more than I do Kendrick. But I do listen to a lot of Kendrick still, especially since the man last year had all that stuff going on. So who knows, you know. My favorite thing, another, you know what I'm saying, TDE. I say Kendrick Lamar is my favorite one, but in all reality, half the time I don't know which one is my favorite run for real. I love them all. When they're all at their best, they're all better than each other. And that's really dope. And I don't think any other label can say that today. Now, I'm drawn on about TDE enough. Let's get to the actual album, Heavy. Now, Sir's first album before Heavy was called Chasing Summer, and I love Chasing Summer. Again, I have to debate which one is better to me, Heavy or Chasing Summer. You know, Heavy could be my new favorite from Sir, but when Chasing Summer was out, I listened to it all the time. I love every song on Chasing Summer. Now they all have their moments for when they're played, just like everything with me, just like some of the songs on Heavy. I don't listen to every song on Chasing Summer all the time. Some songs I barely listen to. It doesn't mean I don't like it. It's that I have to be in a specific mood or a mindset or a place to want to listen to it, or I have to be listening to the whole tape, which I do for both of these tapes. But for Chasing Summer, I feel like the singles were more so the draw for me. John Redcorn might still be my favorite song off both of these two tapes. I have to give Heavy a little more time. It's been a year, but I got to give it a little more time. But for Heavy, I don't think it was the singles that drew me into the album when I listened to it. Like, the singles are cool and they're good songs, right? But to me, all the gems are songs that you can't just listen to the singles. You have to listen to the album and find the B cuts. The B cuts are the best songs. To me, on this album, they are. But the whole album for me is a karaoke album. That's how I would describe it. I sing along to Sir. Essentially, I sing along to Sir for the whole album. Some of the features I sing along to, not all of them, but I sing along to some of the features. But I really sing along to Sir, and I'm really glad to have an album where not only do I like all the features, but the features don't overshadow the main artist. None of the features on this album outdo Sir on any of the songs. Ty Dolla $ign has a good feature. He does not outdo Sir on the song. Ab-Soul has a great feature. Anderson .Paak has a great feature. Neither one of them outdo Soul on their songs. Or Sir. Neither one of them outdo Sir on their songs. So I think that's really cool when you can find that balance and pull that off. Sometimes the feature outdoes you, and sometimes you want that because the fans of that feature will come and the feature killed you, and so your song is gonna get spins. But as someone who's a little competitive, and as someone who knows how it goes in the music industry, for Sir to have an album where all of the features are good, but none of them outdo him on any of the songs, and all the songs are good, that's an accomplishment. That's a hard balance to find in any genre, in any single one. It's really hard in rap. It's really hard in R&B. I don't know. It might not be that hard in R&B. It actually might not be that hard in R&B. It actually might be more common than not in R&B. I would have to actually sit down and look and think about it. But off the cuff, just off the whim, I actually don't think it's not that uncommon in R&B. Heavy is 16 songs, and it clocks in at 50 minutes. It does have a deluxe. He did drop a deluxe for this album. It's called The Light, which further, fits into the motif from the dark into the light. And the dark is the heavy, and the light is light. I wanted to laugh, but it didn't come out, and so I hope you get what I was trying to do. I hope y'all get what I was trying to do. The deluxe is called The Light. It's only 6 songs, and it's 18 minutes. So altogether, you get 22 songs at an hour and 8 minutes. But I'm not going to talk about all 22 songs. I'm only going to talk about my favorites, my highlights, and I'm gonna try not to talk about them too much, So the first track in Heavy is one of 2 tracks titled Heavy. It's a simple intro. It's a minute. It comes and goes. But the thing about the intro is I don't dislike it. It's cool. It doesn't do nothing special. All it does is set you up for the real first track, which is Ignorant featuring Ty Dolla $ign. But Ignorant, I don't think you can start off with the theme of what this album is supposed to be. I don't think you can just start at Ignorant. You have to put something in front of it to help with that motif, right? Because Ignorant in subject matter is him in that tunnel, in that darkness. But when you listen to it and sing along to it, sometimes it doesn't feel that way, at least for me, right? I love Ignorant. I think Ignorant is a hit. I think Ty Dolla $ign's feature is hard. I sing along. It's one of my sing-along karaoke songs on this album. But for it to be the first track on an album where I'm supposed to start this off in a dark tunnel, I can see why Ignorant can't be the first thing you hear when you press play. And so I'm not mad at the intro. To give an example kind of what I mean when I say, because I feel like I said this earlier, there are specific lines I may resonate with, even if they don't mean the same thing for me as they do for him. The world get on my nerves, man. This shit just don't excite me. As an introvert, and as a man who just sits back and empathizes, listens to people talk all day and empathizes, who has to deal with his own bullshit, who is just introverted and wants to be in his room, not dealing with the bullshit all the time. The world get on my nerves, man. This shit just don't excite me. The world does get on my nerves every fucking day. Every fucking day. But who can relate to that? Some of us can't. I can. He's good at picking instrumentals. So, and he's good at creating a vibe. He has a nice little voice to help create the vibe. So, I sing along to Ignorant really hard. And mostly off of those 2 lines. Will get on my nerves, man. This shit just don't excite me. Out here on my own, and there's no one out here like me. That song should be a hit. In my head, that song is a hit. I believe the next song is a track called Karma. Your feature, Isaiah Rashad's feature on Karma is really good. But again, it's really Sir's part that I be singing. It'd be the hook. For a few of these, it'd be the hook. He's good at making hooks. And Karma feels more like a song in that dark tunnel than Ignorant does. It does. Ignorant feels like you're in a drop top, fucking enjoying the day. You're on top of the fucking world. Which is also cool because that can be true. And you can still be in that dark tunnel. And that's kind of what that song is, right? I don't know. Maybe, I'm pretty sure he did it on purpose. It's TDE. And it's Sir. And Sir, after Chasing Summer, I bet Sir felt like he was on top of the world. But you can feel like you're on top of the world and still feel like you're in that dark tunnel. Like you can't really appreciate being on top of the world. That you can't really celebrate being on top of the world. Because here I am in this dark tunnel, dealing with the bullshit. The world get on my nerves, man. This shit just don't excite me. The next track I want to talk about, which I think is the next track, track 3. No, track 4. 4 or 5. I skipped the second, and somewhere in the early tracks, I skipped the second heavy title. The second heavy track, title. The second track titled Heavy. I don't know if it's before or after 6 Whole Days. I think it's after. So I think 6 Whole Days is track, Ignorant is 2, 4, and Heavy is track 5. But I could be wrong. 6 Whole Days is one of those sing-along karaoke songs for me. Staring at the sun for 6 whole days. And then look, another line. Blinded by my own foolish ways. When I really like an album, it resonates with me on some level. And for me in this one, like I said, it's just the being human. It's just the being human. I don't have a lot of albums that on a human level resonate with me so much. Just on a human level of acceptance of where you are and who you are, and acceptance of your failures and your darkness, and trying to overcome them and be better. And so I sing 6 Whole Days really hard, man. Because I've been blinded by my own foolish ways. And I'm trying to see. I'm trying to step out in the light. You know? So. The next track I want to talk about is Poetry in Motion. I want to start this thing that I call my In the Car song. And that's just my feel-good song. That's really all that means. It's just my feel-good song. I like to play songs that make me feel good on a sunny day when I'm driving. That can come in all shapes and sizes. Ignorant was almost my In the Car song. Because Ignorant feels like you're at the top of the world. Even if you're dealing with all that darkness, it feels like you're on top of the world. But Poetry in Motion is my In the Car song. And what I might do with every album going forward is find the In the Car song, the feel-good song. That's Poetry in Motion. I mean, I guess you could say the whole album is an in the car song for me because it's my karaoke album. This is my karaoke album. Now, Poetry in Motion isn't my favorite song per se. That's probably Ricky's song. But Poetry in Motion is the most feel-good song to me. It's the one that, so like me personally, a lot of the times I feel like my life can feel like a continuous music video, especially when I feel good. This song puts me in that mindset, you know, and so I gravitate towards it. Like, you know, I feel like I might be in a music video when I play this song. And Anderson .Paak's feature might be, one, it might be the best feature, but two, I think it's the Ty Dolla $ign feature. The Anderson .Paak and the Ty Dolla $ign feature are the only two features I like really sing along to. I like Isaiah Rashad's feature, but his flow is kind of not natural to me, so I don't rap it a lot. It's not the best Isaiah Rashad verse. It's still cool. Soul's verse, when we get to that song, I'm gonna save it for when we get to that song. I sing along to Anderson .Paak's verse, you know, but again, Sir makes the song. After Poetry in Motion, probably second or third in my favorite song category, I'm Not Perfect. Oh, I'm Not Perfect. This is the soul song. Look at that. I'm Not Perfect. This is the soul song. I'm here already. It might be, I'm Not Perfect might be the most relatable song on the album for me. And it's the song I sing along to the second or third most. Ignorant and Poetry in Motion might be 1 and 2 for sing along. So I'm Not Perfect probably falls into 3 or 4. I said it when I droned on about TDE, but Ab-Soul is the best. And when it comes to what I consider what makes a good rapper, Ab-Soul is the best rapper on TDE, even if Kendrick is my favorite. Ab-Soul is the best. And one step up and then 2 steps back. Relatable. For me, for Leak, for P, for who I am and what I go through on a day-to-day basis. After I'm Not Perfect, I get You. After I'm Not Perfect, I get You. And You is just a song I want to sing to a pretty lady. And that's literally all I'm going to say about that song. Go listen to it and you'll understand what I'm saying. But You is just a song that I want to look at a pretty lady in the eyes and play it and sing it. And after You, I get Only Human. Only Human and I'm Not Perfect, my most 2 relatable songs on this album. I'm Only Human. I don't really have a lot to say about Only Human outside of that, about how relatable it is and how much I like to sing it because of how relatable it is. So, yeah, my top 4 karaoke tracks: Poetry in Motion, Ignorant, Only Human, and I'm Not Perfect. And I don't even think Poetry in Motion is that relatable to me. It just makes me feel good. After Only Human, there is Ricky's song, what might be my favorite song on the album. But Ricky's song is actually not high on the What's crazy is Ricky's song is my favorite song, probably. And it's not crazy high on the karaoke list. I do sing along to it because it is, I sing along to the whole album. but it's also not super relatable to me. Ricky's song is essentially a letter to his son or a song about his son. I don't have one. I am the oldest son. It's about his son and his pride and love for his son. And maybe that's why it's my favorite song, because of just that love, man. I love love in all forms. In all forms, I love love. Love is how humanity betters itself. Love leads us to those dark places. It does. Love will lead us to that darkness. So, but I love love, man. I'm the king of it. The king of love and balance. P. So maybe that's why Ricky's song is my favorite song. Now, if you only go with the standard version of the album and don't listen to the deluxe, Brighter is an excellent close to the album. It closes the theme of the album perfectly, from the dark to the light, and the song is called Brighter. You know what I'm saying? Everything is brighter because I've left that darkness and I'm in the light. The sun is shining on everything around me. It feels brighter. It feels lighter. You know, it doesn't feel so heavy. It feels lighter. It feels brighter. Brighter wasn't necessarily one of my favorite songs or sing-along songs or even relatable songs. It was just a cool ending to a really good album. But in listening to the album to write the script, I've come to realize I like Brighter the more I hear it. It's one of those songs where the first time I heard it was cool, but the more I get plays and the more I listen to it, the better it becomes. So who knows? In a year or two, Brighter might be one of my favorite songs. It might be my favorite song. And things like that happen to me anyway. My favorite song on albums change. If they're a really good album and they stick around with me forever, my favorite song changes. So, Brighter could be that one day. It's a really good close, and you won't be disappointed in the album if you started it in there. The deluxe is titled The Light, and it's dope. I think I said the name of the deluxe earlier. But it's dope. It's a dope. None of the songs are bad. Now, I will tell you now, the first three are my favorite three. It literally, and what sucks is, I think I said this on I said this on the last one. It sucks sometimes when my favorite one is the first one, because it gives me less incentive to listen to the other ones after that. And that's what happens on the deluxe. My favorite song in the deluxe is the first song titled The Light. It's really hard. It's a sing-along. It's a karaoke song. The Light is my favorite song on the deluxe. The second track is called Back. That's my second favorite song on the deluxe. The Light is more of a sing-along karaoke song. Back is more relatable. Something's holding me back. Something's holding me back. Maybe it's all my new friends. Maybe it's all the loved ones that I cherish the most. Or is it me? Me and my addictive personality. Spending all my time defying gravity. And now I'm stuck here. Out of luck here. Barely free. And something's holding me back. Relatable to me. I don't know about y'all, but to me. So The Light is the sing-along song. Back is relatable. And then the third one is No Good. And No Good is the third best song on the deluxe to me. I don't have a lot to say about No Good. I don't have a lot to say about No Good. I'm just going to say it is good. It's a good song. All of the deluxe was good. Now, I don't know how much. Do I want to do this? Because it's the channel's for positivity, man. I like the song with the Outkast sample, right? It's better than the SZA song with the Outkast sample that DJ Khaled gave me. But for some reason, man, when when SZA and I don't know any off the top of my head any other TDE artist that did any other Outkast flip, but I know that all them niggas love Outkast. So I know somebody did an Outkast flip that I'm not thinking of that is probably pretty hard. But in terms of SZA and Sir, the Outkast flips, man, Sir had an okay one. It's better than SZA's. But I love Outkast and I love TDE. So when I hear TDE on an Outkast flip and it's one is bad and one is just okay, that kind of sucks. That does kind of suck. But that's all I'm gonna say, because this is supposed to be positivity, and I do think the song is okay. So listen to it. Listen to it. Form your own opinions. Form your own opinions. Tertiary goal of this channel. Everybody be free thinkers and get your own opinions. That's another reason why I don't want to put a bunch of spoilers and a bunch of my own biases and a bunch of I don't want to set you up to come into something with an expectation and set you up for failure. Even with just my words, I might do that. You know what I'm saying? With how I describe the songs and what I like about them. But I'm only telling you what I like about them and how they resonate with me. You know, people have different experiences, have different likes, had different things that they listen to music for. So I'm only telling you things that I think are good, and I'm telling you why I think they're good. But I want you to find your own opinions about these things. I want you to go listen to them and find your own opinions and share your opinions. Let's talk about them. You know what I'm saying? Let's have discussions about them. You know? But that was Heavy by Sir. A really dope album. An album I've had on the album I've probably played the most since it's come out. It is probably the album I've listened to the most in the past year. Heavy is probably the album I've listened to the most. If it's not Heavy, it's Tame Impala. What is the name of that album? The Slow Rush? Sir, man. Sir is really good at what he does. And if you like R&B, if you like male R&B, and if you like accountability and humanness, then you'll like Heavy. I think it's 3 P's. Heavy gets 3 P's. 3 solid P's, an unquestionable 3 P's, a very easy 3 P's, and undoubtable 3 P's. 3 whole P's. And I can't wait for the next one. But Sir's a TDE artist, and that means the wait for the next one could take 5-6 years. It could. Or it could mean that I may never get another one. It's possible I never get another Isaiah Rashad album, y'all. And that sucks as a fan of his. But it is possible. From his mindset, from all the stuff that happened to him, from how TDE handles it, because they run a tight ship over there. It is a boot camp for real. I may never get another Isaiah Rashad album. I may never get another Sir album, at least not under TDE. So I can't wait for the next one, but I have no choice. And no matter how soon it comes, I'll probably love it anyway. It's Sir and it's TDE. And that's my bias. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for tuning in. Have you already heard Sir? Are you gonna check it out? Let me know. Let me know what you think of not only the video, but of the album in the comments. Leave some hate in the comments. Always leave some hate in the comments. Hit the like button. Leave recommendations or anything you might want to see. Recommend an album to me. Recommend a movie to me. Recommend how I can make the channel better. You know. Let me know if you want to hear the snippets to the songs, even with what I said about me not swaying people. Let me know. Because if y'all want to hear them, I might go through the headache of putting them in there and dealing with all the copyright claim and shit. Another reason why I don't want to put the music in the song, and the music in the videos. We're all capable of falling in dark tunnels, y'all. I'm trying to get myself out of one right now as I record this video. I am. And I'm not saying that for sympathy. I'm not saying that for pity. I'm not saying that to complain. I love my life. I love who I am. I understand life is a series of trials and tribulations, and that eventually I'm going to find myself in these dark tunnels, in these dark pits. When I work my way out of this one, I'm going to be okay for a while. And eventually I'm going to fall in another one. I don't know how long that'll take. It could take years. It could take months. It could be right after I get myself out of this one. The minute I get myself out of this one, I can find myself in another one. We don't control that. But we all go through it. And that's why I brought it up. Because I want you to know. I want you to know that you're not the only one that finds yourself in these deep pits. I want you to know that you're not the only one that struggles. Not only do I go through it every fucking day, Sir goes through it, your mom goes through it, your dad goes through it, your friends go through it. Love your people. Be kind to your people. Be a good neighbor. Be a good community member. Because you don't know. You don't know who's in that dark tunnel. You don't know what put them there. You don't know how they'll react while they're in there. You know? And sometimes, man, sometimes when you want your way out that dark tunnel, all you need is someone to hold their hand out. So let me know if you need me to hold my hand out. Thank you guys. I love you guys. It is very important that we be free thinkers, you know, that we form our own opinions, that we do our own research. It's getting spooky out here, y'all. So, you know, do what you can to protect yourself in every way. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Protect your mentals. Because everything is under attack. At least to me, it feels that way. This has been Peter's Reviews. Heavy, sir. I'm out of here, y'all. Thanks for listening to me drone on and go on tangents. I'm gonna try and not do this every fucking video. I know when I open the videos, I go, and today I drone on. But that's a show thing, man. You gotta have your taglines for your show. I don't want my videos to constantly be more than 25 minutes of me talking about bullshit. I want to keep the review small, so the longer they are, that just means the more bullshit I be talking about, you know? I don't want to do that. That's what a podcast is for, and I don't think these are podcasts. Or maybe they are. Or maybe they are. Maybe I should just do these like they're fucking podcasts and like not do, like, you know what I'm saying? We'll see. We'll see how that goes with this video. We'll see how this, maybe they shouldn't be so structured. Maybe they should just be free and flowing like a podcast. Maybe I shouldn't do these like videos and do them like podcasts. We'll see how this one turns out, because, you know what I'm saying, I might put this one out like a podcast. I might edit out like random sounds and fuck ups, but I won't edit it to make it sound structured. I'll leave all the droning on. I'll leave all the tangents and all the bullshit. And we'll see how that goes. So, bye guys. I love y'all. Hold your hand out to anyone that might need it.